guys, welcome back to another video. So I wasn't able to get on a full trip this week, so I apologize for that, but I thought I'd come out and make another gear video. I really enjoyed making the last one. A lot of you had a lot of questions, and so I wanted to do kind of a gift-based video. Sometimes people are looking for higher quality items, maybe that either don't cost a lot, or they're looking for something really special for someone really special. So I have 3 different price ranges that we're going to go through. This one will be the lower end, and it will be from about $15 Canadian to about $100 Canadian. This mid-range will be roughly $100 Canadian to about $250 Canadian. And then our higher price range is you're looking at $250 plus. A few notes before I get into it. Number one, I'm out at my own property. I'm pretty close to the road. You guys are going to hear a little bit of traffic going by, so I apologize for that. Number two, I am a huge advocate after being in the outdoors community and the outdoors world for quite a few years, being in the YouTube world for a lot of years. I've worked with a lot of companies and used a lot of products, and these are all products that I personally would stand behind. These aren't anything that I haven't used or that someone's paying me to say this. No one's paying me to say any of this. This is just my opinion on these products. Gear that I've used, I've put to the test. I am a huge advocate for high quality, or, you know, standing behind a company that I really believe in. So that is the case with all these products, and we'll get right into our kind of lower range items. So number one, this is a fire steel from Fjallraven. I don't think I'm saying that right, but I've recently been speaking with the owner. He's got a couple more things coming my way, which I'm really excited for. But I actually bought this fire steel for Brandon not too long ago. It's great. I use a fire steel in every one of my videos. Having a good, big, beefy fire steel is never a bad thing. So it's a nice little gift you could get for somebody, and it's reasonably priced. Number two, I'm a huge fan of titanium, like cookware and stuff. So these are just 3 styles of titanium sporks that I've used, and I like them all. Really nice little gift you could get someone. They're super lightweight. That's why I carry them, and they're really hardy. Can't really do much to break those guys. Alright, next one is a BioLite headlamp. So BioLite I've been working on and off with throughout the years, and they sent me these headlamps. This is the 200 version, and what I love so much about them is that they are extremely light. They're USB rechargeable, and also they're extremely comfortable to wear. So they sit on your head really, really nice. Really flat, and like I said, they really weigh like nothing. Alright, next up, this is a company called Dan's Whetstone Company, and I actually heard of them from my friend Nate, who had, Brandon and I went on a trip with him, and he had one of these, and I was like, well, that's really cool. Found out there's like some of these on Amazon, so I picked up a 3-pack. I cannot find the last one, but these are just like knife sharpeners and axe sharpeners, and they've got the different grits. But this was like, yeah, a cool little 3-pack, and I've actually used them quite a bit, and I really like them. So that's a nice little gift, or a nice little something to get. I got it for myself because it's super handy, and they're so small that they're easy to pack along on a trip or anything like that. Next up, we're going to talk about the mitts and gloves that I've been using for years now. So these are the mitts version, and these are the gloves. These I talked about in my last video. This is bison leather, and the company that makes this is called Adirondack American. And he sent me these gloves, I don't know, a few years ago. I've been using them now, and I really like them. And these mittens are a much warmer version, so this I would use more on my winter trips. These guys are also bison leather. They're wool lined inside, which is really nice. And they're super flexible and pliable and really comfortable and quite warm. Next up is another BioLite product. I really like the company BioLite. They have like a really good mission behind their brand, which is really cool, which if you check out their stuff, you'll read up on a little bit more. But these are called the Alpenglows. Very good for lighting up the tent at night, or lighting any kind of area while you're on a trip. There's a smaller version and a bigger version, and I use them all the time, even just around the house. Like, they're super handy. Okay, next up, something you see me use all the time in my videos is a titanium cook pot. So this one is made by Kid Products, K-I-H-D, And I was saying in my last video that I really, really, really like this brand because the lid actually fits. It stays on there. So when your water boils and stuff, your lid doesn't just go flying off. And yeah, super lightweight. This is the 750 ml version. I really, really like it. It's a really great cook pot. And the company behind it, great group of guys. We met them personally at the outdoor show this year. And yeah, they're really great. So kid products. Titanium cup. Okay, next up is more of a summertime kind of gift. This is a bug shirt made by the original Bug Shirt Company, and these are crucial for early summer and spring trips when the bugs are really bad, especially here in Canada. They get pretty rough. So this is great. This is actually a kids version for one of our girls, and they come in all different sizes. They're under $100, and you don't need to use DEET or spray yourself with anything. These things just are amazing. So that's a really good gift to get someone who really doesn't like bug season. Next up, another company I've done a lot of work with, and I highly, 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 highly recommend this brand as a whole. But these are handy little foraging pouches, and they actually hold a little bit of water, so you can actually bail your canoe out with them. They're very water resistant. They're a waxed canvas, high quality. They've got leather and snaps. There's a smaller one and a bigger one. I personally use them to collect birch bark or little things while I'm out and about, and just put them on your belt like that. Very handy. I've used both of them, and like I said, really good company. Great quality product. Not going to fall apart on you. I think that's it for the lower end stuff. Now we'll move into the mid-range stuff. We'll start with this ground mat that I use all the time. So I use it as like a sit pad or to set some things on if the ground is either dirty or snowy or wet or whatever. So this side is oiled canvas and this side is wool. And this is made by Bushcraft Spain, which I've talked a lot about in the past. Really, really great company. Super great group of people that run it. Their customer service is like phenomenal. I bought this stuff with my own money, and I made a mistake on the order and had to get in touch with them right away, and they got back to me right away, fixed everything up for me. And yeah, they've just been really great, and their products are freaking amazing. I just love this like traditional style gear. I'm a huge fan of it, and this piece in particular has been very, very handy on my trips. So number two, you guys have seen me use this all the time. It's my absolute favorite buck saw, and this is made by Bare Essentials Outdoors, the same company that makes these pouches. The only thing with this is there is a huge waiting list for it, which is amazing because like it's a really insanely good quality product and people realize that, which is awesome. But kind of sad because you can't really get your hands on one these days unless you're willing to wait it out. So, but this one is beautiful. It's been kicking around for a lot of years for me. Next up, we have a Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Titanium Charge. I got this from Cabela's a couple months ago, and I just really wanted something to have in my truck because I don't really have anything, general purpose. So I thought it'd be really cool to just have a multi-tool to be able to carry around. So it is a little bit on the pricey side. Probably should actually be in the other category, but I think it's right around the $250 mark. But Leatherman has other really good quality multi-tools as well, so it kind of fits with the category. Next up is an AquaQuest tarp. This is a sil nylon tarp, super tough, and I have been using AquaQuest tarps it's like the first lightweight tarp I ever bought. And I use it on all my canoe trips because they're just super lightweight and very versatile. They have all kinds of tie-outs. I've used them a ton on my channel, so just go out and check out some older canoe trip videos and you'll definitely see an AquaQuest tarp. Next up, something I talk about all the time is my Husqvarna axes. So this one is the Forest Axe, 26-inch handle. This one is the 13 or 15-inch handle. I can't remember which, but both really great axes. Part of this mid-range section that I wanted to bring out is this axe mask. So my friend Brittany is a leather maker. She has a company called Freak of Nature Co. and she makes incredible leather pieces. So this is a mask that she made me, and I have yet to get way more stuff from her, but check out Brittany. She also has a YouTube channel. She's been putting out some leather making videos, which I find is really awesome. And her hubby also have an Outdoorsy YouTube channel where they do camping trips and stuff too, so go check them out. If you're looking for some really well-made leather goods, I highly recommend checking Brittany out and talking to her if you have an axe mask you need or some kind of other leather good. She can make pretty much anything. So yeah, it's just really beautiful. I really love it, and something that's kind of special, you know. Okay, so I only have a few items for our higher end category. There's so much I can put on this category, honestly, but for this specific video, I wanted to talk about these main ones. Number one, I absolutely just never stop talking about this knife. So this knife is made by Saku Honkalati. It's completely handmade. It's called a puukko, which is basically like a general use knife traditionally used in Finland. And so this is made in Finland. It's got a stacked birch bark handle. Obviously this is something you're going to spend a lot of money on, but also something you would be able to hand down to your kids someday, which means a lot in my books. Yeah. If you want something custom made, you got somebody really special, you want to get them something that kind of means a lot, I would highly recommend checking Saku out. I'll leave his information. He goes by either his Instagram or his email address, but I think he prefers to be contacted through his Instagram, so I'll leave his Instagram handle down below, and you can reach out to him directly and check out all the stuff he makes. He does a really phenomenal job. Start to finish is handmade. Really, really cool. Very, very high quality. Next up, another item you see me use all the time. This is my Reef Knot Bags wax canvas backpack. Absolutely love it. There's not much more I can say. I mean, I covered it really well in my last video, so if you're interested in that, the video I posted just before this, which is called like 10 gear items I get asked about the most. And I do a really good kind of cover and go over this bag, but I also use it in a lot of videos, so yeah. This will run you about, I don't know, close to the $400 range. So obviously very high quality item, very well made, handmade. That's what you're paying for, really. With things like this, you're paying for someone who put their heart into making something. And that's why items like this are so expensive, because that's just the way it is. Someone that's going to put their heart and soul into the craft that they are good at, you're gonna pay for that, you know. Next up, another Bushcraft Spain item. This is the wool blanket. Extremely high quality. It's made from 100% merino wool, and it's very, very thick and very, very warm. I love this blanket. It's super cozy and super, super thick. Like, you just know it's good. Just feels amazing. Next up, and I considered not adding this one to the list because I know there's a lot of like misconceptions maybe about Yeti, or just kind of the expense behind the brand and stuff, and it doesn't all make sense to me either. I think some of their stuff is way overpriced, to be completely honest. But I picked this guy up at Cabela's. I had wanted something to keep in my truck bed to like organize stuff, and this thing really fit the bill. And you could look at it and say, yeah, well, it's like an expensive box. Yeah, it totally is. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I do like it. It's been very handy, and for someone who does a lot of hunting and fishing, I think this could really, really come in handy. So basically, it's a waterproof box. It snaps down really well, and it has some compartments inside to organize all your gear. It's got a little tray here, and yeah, this thing has been really handy for me. I personally really like it. It's got like, I don't know, all kinds of uses really for me, but yeah, check it out anyway. I know it's expensive, and a lot of this expensive stuff sometimes doesn't make sense, like I said, but I really like it. And while I was again considering not mentioning it, I thought, well, what the heck, I use it, I like it, so I might as well mention it. So last but certainly not least is this ground cloth I'm sitting on and using for all of this. I forget the overall dimensions, but it's pretty big. It's perfect for like sleeping on and stuff for winter camping. And it's wool on this side, and it's oiled canvas on this side. So same idea as this this little ground mat I was showing you earlier. It's made by Bushcraft Spain again, and a very high quality item. Yes, it's expensive, but again, you're paying for the care and the quality that's put into it, and that's worth a lot to me. That's worth making sacrifices and saving up for. So highly recommend. I use it all the time. Like, I actually use it all the time for many different things. I'm just very blown away by a lot of this higher quality, more traditional style gear. That's just where my heart lives, I think. And you know, the look and the feel and the quality of this more handmade traditional stuff. I really have a special spot in my gear list for things like this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful or useful, or hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And maybe some of you are just gear junkies like me and you like talking about this stuff. So hoping that the next video will be a trip video. We've been waiting on snow. We had snow and then it all disappeared, and we haven't really had any, and there's not much in the forecast either. So I was hoping to go out for a snowy hot tent trip. We'll see what happens with that, but either way, I'm going to try and get out on a trip soon. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!